So the SEC just got destroyed. Obviously, everybody knows this has happened already, but what's next with the Bitcoin ETF, especially with BlackRock? Obviously, Grayscale. My apologies. It is, let's get into the numbers. It is 5:51 a.m. in the morning, but we are going to dive into what's next. When are we looking at getting this Bitcoin approval here? Looking at the numbers, block height 805,490. What I want to point out, which is the most exciting here, bottom right corner, next halving, 34,510 blocks to go. We are looking roughly April 26, 2024. We've got from now until then to be able to stack, obviously not financial advice. That's what I'll be doing every single red day. I will be pumping my bags back in the truck up. The only reason I've bought up CoinGecko, apart from the fact that it sucks, is just to see the market cap here. It's $1.13 trillion overall, and we can see it's down 2% there. And the Bitcoin price chart, it works out all right. So this is the last 24 hours. We are down a little bit and to the right. Not really what we come to Bitcoin to see, but I prefer the red days. But look at this. This is 1 week going across and it just absolutely pumped up. We forming a bit of a flag, bit of sideways action. Definitely very happy for us to come back down here. This over the last 2 weeks, but check out the last month. This sort of puts it back into perspective. We've gained probably about 60% of that drawdown there. Are we going to come back up? We definitely need to break above $30,000 for this to hold. We are going to dive into the Grayscale ETF here. Better look at the charts there. No real big losers apart from a whole lot of crypto, but all crypto is a waste of time and a waste of brain space. Now, couple of things here. Will the SEC approve BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF this week? No, they're not. There's like a 1% chance that that's going to happen, and it's just not going to happen. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. In my opinion, and we'll get into why that is, the ETF is not going to be approved until next year, which is good. It aligns with the halving. Do we really want an ETF? It is what it is. It's coming regardless. So whether we want it or not, it actually does not matter. Our opinions here are invalid. A couple of things here. We'll just go through the fast facts. The US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, may decide to launch the spot ETF on Bitcoin this week, considering that BlackRock's application seems to be the favorite. That's not going to happen. Another one here. Oh, let's go. First Bitcoin ETF could be coming as soon as court rules in favor of Grayscale over the SEC. What we need to be careful here is Grayscale hasn't had an outright win here. Their ETF has not been approved. They just absolutely slaughtered the SEC, but for other reasons. So we are going to get into that here. In regards to a Bitcoin ETF, not this week, ladies and gentlemen. It's and we may see, due to this, and I posted about it yesterday, it's just a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event, straight up, and a little bit funny, a little bit of manipulation, some monkey business going on here. So we are gonna dive into that because it's a little bit suspect of what is going on here. We'll just fly through some of these. Grayscale wins court battle against SEC. Regulator must review Bitcoin ETF application. Federal court ruled on Tuesday that the SEC must review. And this is the crux of it. They just need to review Grayscale's application to convert its Bitcoin trust into an ETF, undermining the agency's long-standing opposition to the concept of listed spot market investments for the leading digital asset while allowing them for futures. The SEC did not provide enough information to show how Grayscale's application for a Bitcoin ETF was not materially similar to futures-based funds the agency has approved. Futures prices reflect those of the underlying spot market, and the SEC failed to convince the panel that the latter market could be less safe for investors. The decision does not mean the SEC must approve Grayscale's application, only that it must review the application again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're for the ETF, it is a good thing. It's definitely a step in the right direction. It is very exciting but it's not an outright win, just a little win. But it's one step in front of the other, a journey by maybe 1,000 paper cuts. The SEC is actually losing quite a lot lately, which is great to see. Nobody really likes the SEC, what Gary's doing. So it is what it is. Court blasts the SEC's unreasonable denial of Grayscale Bitcoin spot ETF. The victory explained per the court's decision on Tuesday, the SEC failed to adequately explain why it approved the listing of two Bitcoin futures ETFs, but not Grayscale's proposed Bitcoin ETF. Now, Grayscale presented uncontested evidence that there is a 99.9% correlation between Bitcoin's spot market and the CME futures contract prices. The court said, because the spot and futures markets for Bitcoin are highly related, it stands to reason that manipulation in either market will affect the price of Bitcoin futures. Bam! SEC absolutely destroyed. This is everywhere. If you haven't seen it already, I'm not sure where you were. Unplugged yesterday, and it is good to tune out, to zoom out when in doubt. Switch off the computer and just stack and chill. We've got quite a while, and at the moment it's all noise. But these things, if you're here now and you're stacking this information up, you can see where the trend is heading. This ETF is definitely coming. It's just a matter of when. My opinion, it ain't September, very early next year, probably March 2024, right before the halving. It'll sometime around then. Who knows what the SEC is up to and what games they are playing here. Maybe they do release it tonight, tomorrow. Yeah, right. Anyway, Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF triumphs over SEC, fueling the crypto market rally. Obviously, a little bit of a retracement here yesterday, but we hit as high. Let's go to the 7-day. I don't know if you'll see it on the 24-hour. I'm pretty sure it reached just on 28,000, high 27,974. So some exchanges it would have been 28,000 to see as well. Grayscale secures a big win against the SEC in Bitcoin ETF case. Just everyone knows that the SEC is way out of their depth. What the Grayscale win means for the Bitcoin ETFs and what it doesn't. What it doesn't mean is that the ETF is going to get approved overnight. What it does mean is eventually the ETF will get approved. This is that opportunity now that we have to front run the world's largest institutions, because Larry, he's the Bitcoin marketing manager at the moment. He's going out there and he's promoting Bitcoin as hope. He's putting that out there into the public consciousness, and he's the third largest player in the world. Larry Fink, all by himself. So we have the US government, we have China, and then we have Blackrock with like 11 or 13 trillion dollars of assets under management. 1 trillion is 1,000 billion. So he's got $13,000 billion of investment under management. Insane. And the only two largest players against him is the US government and the Chinese government, which is absolutely insane that a private entity has that much power in the world. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Something that I saw yesterday in a tweet that I found absolutely fascinating was in regards to when Jerome Powell, Papa Powell, he speaks to us and we listen, we all pay attention to what Powell has to say. And everyone watches every single nuance, every little piece of information, every little tidbit. People are looking for the scraps. Is there any meat on that bone? People worry that bone. They chew that bone. Every single thing that Papa Powell says. We pay attention to our Papa Powell because we love Papa Powell. Not really. A lot of people don't like him. He's doing what he's doing. I neither agree or disagree. I think the whole fiat system is absolutely destroyed. But the point that I'm making is the president of any country in the world can get up on stage and they can stumble, they can mutter, they can trip over their words, they can flip and they can flop, and nothing happens. Nobody cares. It's just a clown world. But when Papa Powell, when our Papa, when he speaks, we listen. So who's more powerful? That's the crux of the tweet. Obviously, I added my own little spin on it there, but the person that originally wrote that, thank you very much. I found that highly valuable. Now, sus. It doesn't matter in life what you know, it's who you know. And somebody knew somebody, that's for sure. The crypto exchanges saw inflows of 30,000 Bitcoin prior to Grayscale's SEC victory. This is huge, prior to Grayscale's SEC victory. Not after, but before. Ahead of the pivotal ruling, nearly 30,000 Bitcoin worth $822 million at the current price of $27,400 were moved to addresses tied to centralized exchanges. Perhaps some traders anticipated the price boost and prepared for the same in advance by moving coins to exchanges. Investors typically move coins to exchanges when they are intending to liquidate holdings or deploy their coins as margin for derivative trading. Hence, an uptick in exchange inflows is often seen as a harbinger of price turbulence. Before we dive into that, I just want to say everyone that's joined me on this journey lately that has hit subscribe, such a pleasure to be here. Obviously, every week you will get a podcast, the one with Jason Meyer, the author of The Progressive's Case for Bitcoin, which is in the book rack there. It's that blue one in the background. Great book. I interviewed him yesterday. Last week, we had Greg Foss come out. Next week, Daz Beer, now the Bitcoin author, Aussie tradie. So you'll get those videos. And then a couple of times a week, I'll jump on live. I'll keep you updated with the news, with the fast facts. Sometimes I'll jump on here and I'll try to get through the fast facts. And I'll just ramble and talk nonsense. Take it or leave it. The podcasts are where the valuable information is. And I just jump on here, have fun, and have a little bit of a chinwag. So don't be a lurker. Say hi in the comments, because I love the lurkers. Yous are great. And I can see that you've watched nearly every video and you never say hi. So say hi. I'll reply to every single one of you. That's my promise to you today. Now, let's get back into here. The exchange supply of Bitcoin was boosted significantly just prior to Grayscale's win over the SEC. It looks quite clear that the powers that knew, the powers that be knew of the inevitable boost in crypto market capitalization as a result of this outcome. Sandsman tweeted, echoing on-chain analyst Ali Martinez comment. Pretty crazy, all those flows coming in. Who knew? Who knew? Going over, hey, cheers from Sweden. G'day Tobias, good morning. Well, good afternoon for you. What is the time over in Sweden? And what season is it in Sweden? Are you going into, like, I don't know, spring or fall? Yeah, this possibly can't be in winter because we're on summer here. Let us know how that works out. I'd like to learn something interesting this morning about another place in the world. Now, whatever you think of the crazy orange man, I bloody miss him. I miss Trump for the antics, how exciting it was when he was there. Hey, I don't know if it was either good or bad for Bitcoin, and we can extend that out to crypto. But he was entertaining, absolutely entertaining. As a person, I don't know if I'd get on with him. I don't think our personalities would clash, but I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with the orange man. Hell yeah, absolutely I would. That would be absolutely incredible. But this made me laugh, and I'm glad that he's back, because I always get enjoyment even though it is total nonsense. So it's the end of summer there, 10 o'clock at night. Wow, holy moly, that's late. I'm in bed at 7:30 at night. But in summer in Sweden, when's the sun go down? What time does the sun set? Like here in Australia, where I live, it's about 7:30. Peak of summer. In New Zealand, it's like 9:30 at night during summer when the sun goes down, which is crazy. It's the weirdest thing. You're like walking around, it should be pitch black, and you're out there having a barbecue at 9 o'clock at night. Trump NFTs back in demand. SEC says NFT sales are unregistered securities. Actually, a couple of things here, apart from the orange man, because he's great, the Donald. What a guy. apart from that, we've got something to jump into down below as well, and it's the next article within this article. OpenSea manager accused inside trade was sentenced to 3 months in prison, fined $50,000, and Trump NFT prices shot up after the former US president's mugshot went viral. So it takes a photo of Donald, a mugshot of Donald, to pump the prices. This is a marketing campaign. No, he is obviously, they're trying to take him down. And that'll be interesting. I don't want to comment on that. I don't want to get political either way. But the mugshot went viral, the price is pumped, and now the SEC is totally going after NFTs. They've charged a podcaster in the first unregistered security sale claim against an NFT offering. So Impact Theory, Tom Bilyeu, I believe I'm saying that right. Impact Theory is an amazing channel. I really enjoy the conversations that he has with high net worth individuals. Anyway, in regards to Impact Theory, LA-based company that produces entertainment and educational content, including several podcasts, allegedly raised almost 30 million through the sales of NFTs called Founder Keys, which were offered in 3 tiers there. So that's you see, they lose and then they just go after something else because they've lost stopping the Bitcoin ETF. It's absolutely inevitable when probably not September, in my opinion, early next year. I can see that happening, and I'd give that a 70 to 80% probability, which is absolutely insane and bloody high. Now, Donald Trump NFT prices spike following the release of a mugshot in Georgia criminal chase. Shortly after the former president's mugshot became public, the image which shows Trump looking angrily at the camera amid his surrender at the Fulton County. We don't have counties here in Australia either. It's amazing how diverse the world is and yet how similar it is at the same time. Has gone viral as the first mugshot of a current or former US president facing criminal charges. Insane. Now, in the comments below, let me know what you think of ordinals. What I find fascinating is I don't care for profile pictures on the Bitcoin network. What I do like is once it's on the Bitcoin network, it's there forever. And the reason why I can say that with so much confidence, as it loads, we're at block height 805,492. It is just TikTok next block. It just keeps going on. And with the next block and it's baked in, it is in. It's there forever. Anyway, in regards to that and ordinals on the Bitcoin network, in the last 24 hours, there's been 530,788 transactions over the previous 24 hours, with 450,785 being ordinals related transactions. Absolutely insane. Are they clogging up the network? Are they slowing down the blockchain? Maybe you need to pay a little bit more in fees. Maybe it will take a little while to get rid of this nonsense, but at the moment, there's a demand for it. They're paying their fees. It's all fair in love and war. And what people choose to do with the Bitcoin network is totally up to them. They need to pay the price to play. But if they do that, all's fair. Now, couple of things I want to show you here. The video with Jason Meyer that came out yesterday, the Bitcoin author. I do hit him hard with Elizabeth Warren's nonsense, and he does so good at disarming both myself because it was probably a little bit confrontational, but how wrong Elizabeth Warren is in regards to ESG and why Bitcoin is good for the environment in general. It's good for Bitcoin's good for everything. So we go into that at a really deep level. The Greg Foss video, first video over 20,000 views. Thank you everyone for making that possible. Enough of trumping my own horn. I thought anyone within Bitcoin would find this funny. Work from home days, little weirdo in a Barbie hat or something there, in office days there. What I found funny about this, imagine if this lady turned around and saw this lurker behind there and he didn't say anything. So if you're being a lurker, say hi in the comments, because I'm obviously not the person front walking around wearing a dress. But I don't want to turn around and be startled by the lurkers. So say hi, below in the comments. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Now, on Twitter, at SeanClark911, Robin shared this, and this is insane, like the Turtle Twins. I'd never seen them. Everyone's probably seen them before. I won't bring it up out of respect for the creators here, but I have posted on Twitter. It's about my third post down, time of recording, at SeanClark911. This is like 1 minute, it's about inflation. And then I asked someone about it, and the Turtle Twins did a whole website, a whole episode on Bitcoin there as well. So I can't wait to watch that today. I'll be watching that straight after. But this is insane for a kid's show, a cartoon that's educating, because the kids are just sitting there in front of the TV in the morning eating their Fruit Loops. They're just sitting there staring into the screen. At least they're being brainwashed with fact, with the truth. They're learning at such a young age where their minds are so susceptible that there is inflation out there, why it's bad. And then they're being orange pilled at a young age, and whether they take any action or not, at least they're starting very early. There. One thing that I like in this world is a nice thick book. Now, this is upstairs. It's on the sofa of the couch up there. But this book, it's nearly 3 fingers. Like, I got pretty big hands. It's nearly 3 fingers wide. Like, it's a thick book. Like, really thick book. Like, if you were to compare it to an iPhone, it'd be like 5 iPhones thick. There's a lot of information, and it starts off with a bang. Absolutely incredible. I left a receipt. Can't wait to have Lynn on, someone I highly respect in this space, leaving this receipt as proof of work. Ladies and gentlemen, I will get Lynn Alden on. Will it be next week? Will it be September, like the Blackrock Bitcoin ETF? Probably not. Will it happen? Absolutely. When? I can't tell you, but I know it will. And I guess that's how we wrap this up today. It's only a matter of time with the Blackrock Bitcoin ETF, with all the ETFs being approved. Maybe they need a refile. Maybe there's a couple of things that they need to tweak before it's approved. There'll be a whole lot of posturing going on, and then it'll be slowly, and then bang, 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 bang. We have the halving. It goes up to the right. Bitcoin does what it does. TikTok, next block. So you got this opportunity now to be able to stack as much sats as possible. Not financial advice, but it is a very exciting time within Bitcoin's history, within the world's history. Because if you look at Lynn Alden's book, the money, it is broken. Go out there, do what you can to be able to get everyone to wake up to the fact that inflation is killing their savings, their retirement hopes. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. We'll see you on the next video. Hopefully this was fun, a little bit of entertainment this morning. Be blessed. Peace.